Hello friends, welcome back. In the last video, we have discussed about the classification of the coarse-grained soil. So in the present video, we will discuss about the fine-grained soil system and how can we classify it. Fine-grained soil system. So if you remember how we are classifying fine-grained soils, we are dividing it into silty soil and we are dividing it into clayey soils, and also we are dividing this into organic soil. So again, so what is the symbol to represent the silty soil? M. What is the symbol to represent clay soil? C. How can I represent organic soil? O. So again, in each silty soil or clay soil or organic soil, we can represent them into again three sub-different categories depending upon the compressibility characteristics. That means whether the soil is low compressible or intermediate compressible or highly compressible. Suppose if I am talking about the silt, then how can I classify it? I can classify it as into low compressible, low compressible silt, and I can say it isn't a intermediate, that means in between, intermediate compressible silt, and also we can say highly compressible silt. What is the symbol for silt? Symbol for silt is M. M and M. It is a low compressible. What is the symbol for low? I'll say it is a L. If it is ML, that means low compressible silt. Intermediate, I will represent it as MI. Intermediate compressible silt, I can say it is MH. That means highly compressible silt. So on fine grained soil, first we have to understand whether it is a silty soil or clay soil or organic. So after identifying them, then again we have to say whether it is a low compressible or intermediate compressible or highly compressible. So apply the same logic to the clay soil. Again, how can I define the clay soil? Low compressible clay soil. How can I? Low compressible L clay soil. Intermediate compressible clay soil. Highly compressible clay soil. Similarly, how can I identify organic soil? Low compressible organic soil, intermediate compressible organic soil, and highly compressible organic soil. So this is how we will further divide the silt or type of the soil. So first let us consider that what are the limits for the compressible. So what is the limit or what is the parameter that we have to identify that whether the soil is low compressible or intermediate compressible or highly compressible. So the limit is liquid limit. If your liquid limit, if it is coming less than 35%, if your liquid limit is less than 35%, then we are classifying it as a low compressible. So depending upon the liquid limit parameter, they may ask in 1 mark also, based on which parameter low compressible parameter is defined liquid limit. Similarly, if your liquid limit is in between 35 percentage to the 50 percentage, then we will classify this as a intermediate compressible. Similarly, if your liquid limit, if it comes greater than 50%, then we can say it is a highly compressible soil. So depending upon the data given, you just observe the liquid limit value. If it is coming less than 35, okay, you say it is a low compressible. If it is 35 to 50, intermediate compressible. If it is greater than 50, you can say it is a highly compressible soil. Okay, then what about how can I define whether it is a silty soil or clayey soil? So for that, we have to draw the diagram of a line. That means, suppose let me say I am drawing the diagram of a line. On the x-axis, I am considering the liquid limit percentage. On the y-axis, I am considering the plasticity index. Plasticity index is nothing but a IP. So the A line formula That is nothing but a E-line formula for finding IP, that will be equal to 0.73 into WL minus 20. So this is a very important formula for defining the type of the soil. So 0.73, what is the formula for IP of A-line? IP of A-line is 0.73 into WL minus 20. WL is nothing but a liquid limit. Suppose if this WL is equal to 0, what about this IP value? 0, A-line. So if it is less than 20, what will happen? You are getting the negative value. So we don't define the IP, A line for IP, if your liquid limit is less than 20%. Only if your liquid limit is greater than 20%, we are having the values. So let us say this is how your A line will be. Okay. Suppose if your point, that means if your soil, that means whatever the IP value, if it is coming above the A line, then we will classify it as a clayey soil. If it is coming less than A line, then we will say it is a whether it is a silty soil, or also we can say it as a organic soil. Further, how can I classify it? I can classify it into depending upon the liquid limit, right? Suppose imagine if I am drawing a, let us say I am drawing a vertical line. At vertical line, let us say my liquid limit is equal to 35%. And imagine, and one more value, if I am considering here, my liquid limit is 50%. So if I am getting liquid limit less than 35, what I can say? I can say that my soil is low compressible. If my point is above the A line, if it is coming less than 35, then what I can say? Low compressible clay. Then what about below the A line? Either it is a silt or organic. So low compressible silt, or also we can consider it as a low compressible organic. If it is 35 to 50, then what we can say? Intermediate clay. If it falls above the A line. If it falls below the A line, then we can say intermediate silt, or we can classify it as intermediate organic soil. If it is coming greater than 50%, then we can say highly compressible clay. If it is falls below A line, highly compressible silt or highly compressible organic clay. So this is how we will classify the system. So what about if your liquid limit is coming less than 20, right? There is also possibility, right? If it is liquid limit is greater than 20, then we can say if it is falling A line, if it is falling below line, then we are defining the value. So what about if your liquid limit is coming less than 20? Can we define it? The value is coming negative. That means we are not considering. But we are considering the limits as, let me draw like this. Once again, let me redraw them such that it can be clear. So the limit will be 4 to 7. That means if your liquid limit is coming less than 20, if your IP value you have to see, if it is coming less than 4, if it is coming 4 to 7, or if it is coming greater than 7. If it is coming greater than 7, then we can say it is a low compressible clay. If it is coming less than 4, we can say either it is a low compressible silt or low compressible organic soil. Low compressible, let us say silt. So if it is coming 4 to 7, then we can say that it is a Cl2Ml. So if your liquid limit is coming less than 20, then we have to use the IP value for the classification of the soil. Okay, understand? So this is how we will classify the system. Sir, how about the organic soil? You have said that whether it is a clay or whether it is a silty, right? If it is falls above A line, we can say it is a clay. If it is falls below the A line, we can say it is a silty soil or organic. Sir, how can you identify the organic soil? So if it is organic soil, definitely that should mentioned in the question, or else imagine if I want to identify that it is organic soil, we have to conduct the color test. In the color test, you have to obtain very dark colors. That means black. And also, you have to conduct the odor test. If it is odor test, you have to get very bad odor, bad smell you should get, as it is very organic. And also, you have to consider the liquid limit test. That means before and after oven drying. After and before oven drying. So if you do that before and after oven drying, the liquid limit will drastically reduces. But if it is a virginal soil, even if you conduct after oven drying, the liquid limit won't change. But if it is an organic soil, after oven drying, if you conduct the liquid limit test before the oven drying, let us say you are getting some liquid limit is WL before oven drying, and if you are conduct after oven drying, then your liquid limit will be greater than, or it will decreases nearly one fourth of the WL. But if it is a non-organic soil, then the liquid limit of the soil won't change. So that's why depending upon these parameters, we can say whether it is a organic soil or not. So after identifying them, then still we can say whether it is a low compressible or intermediate compressible or highly compressible. So this is how we will classify the fine grained soil system. In the next videos or coming videos, we will solve some of the numericals based on the soil classification systems. Thank you.